So the question is, so I'm looking for more things now. I'm looking for openings. I'm not just looking for elbows. Because I'm being much more offensive now. Yes. BOEC. Remember Mr. Chun, William Chun talked about this for many years now. Balance, openings, elbows, arms crossed. BOEC. What that means is you always want to have your balance. You never want to be off balance, right? Openings, you're looking for openings or trying to create openings. So Mike cocks this. Okay, I try to create an opening right there. Come around, I see an opening. Elbows, I'm going to attack the elbow, I'm going to watch the elbow, control his elbow, I'm in a good position. If I throw that and he blocks, his arms are crossed, I might be able to trap his arms over. All right, BOEC. So yeah, again, you're looking for openings while you're watching the elbows and the knees. You've got twice as much work to do now. Because I gave you more weapons to be aggressive with, right? Various different kinds of setups, kicks with punches that come out of boxing to get me close enough to do the Wing Chun business, right? I gotta be watching your elbows while I'm cognizant with peripheral vision of the openings. Okay? Gotta be cognizant of, I'm watching the elbow, but I see with peripheral vision that his head was open. So I started coming up here. Okay, I see this. Okay, I see that. Okay? But I'm also watching him. Right? So I'm not even going to watch my hand go to his head. I'm watching what's going on down here. He might be coming with a punch right now with this hand, right? So I got to be looking. Okay? I got to be cognizant of that. I'm searching for openings with peripheral vision while I'm watching the elbow. Okay? So fighting with I see the lines, right? I'm watching carefully, but with peripheral vision, for example, I see that that's open. Just the way he was standing, I could tell he wasn't quite ready to maybe stop that. He was just being in a very, non-aggressive mode, so to speak. And I was close enough, but there, okay, now he's getting at it. Right? But I'm not going to look at that. I'm looking at that midpoint from here to here, right? I'm looking at the midpoint. See that, okay? But I'm still looking here. So I'm being very aggressive with you, right? And I'm still watching the defensive points that I need to watch. I'm almost never looking at the target that I'm going to hit. Okay. To maybe the last second, maybe. Even then, I got to be careful. When do you really think I got to be most careful? When I'm close. Absolutely. From back here, if I think I have him set up for a rear front kick, I could look at that at the groin at the last second. Why not? He's not going to really hurt me from back there. Let's say I just think I have him open. He's like this. You know what I mean? I throw that. He backs up a little bit. Oh, I can look at that. The worst that's going to happen is I'm going to look at his hand blocking. I'm not going to look at his hand hit me or miss the fact that his hand is going to hit. Right? So you got to be very careful about looking at targets, and you don't really look at them that often. That's what I'm saying. Especially when they're close. Directly, you're looking at the defensive points I'm talking about. In this case, I'm looking right there. Because see the way he's standing, he doesn't really have a lead that much. If I was over here, for sure I'm looking there, right? So that's what I mean by I'm looking at a defensive point, I'm looking at a defensive point. From back here, I'm looking at a defensive point, right? I see an opening to his head only with peripheral vision. I see that only with peripheral vision, this one here, right? But if you notice, I'm going to go back to his head with this one. I'm not looking at his head. That's okay. I'm not looking at his head. Do it again. I got to be looking there, right? Otherwise, that first move he made, he was going to get the advantage on me. So I had to stop his counter. I wasn't going to do that if I wasn't looking. Even though I'm going to his head, I'm looking there. He made a mistake. He left that line open. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This arm should be covering this line.
Right.
So he made that mistake. This gets. He recovers. Good. It's a quick learner. Okay? Turn it off.